Okay. Hello, everyone. As this thing's loading, I'm just going to go into the NFL Week 4 picks. Now, to this week, I actually went 10-6. I had a above 60% week this week, though my overall is still below 60%, but I do have above 50%, which I'm just happy as long as I get the majority of it right. As long as I stay over 50%, I'm happy. Okay. But a lot of people's goal is to try to get over 60, so I'm going to try to get there. I am almost there. Now, my overall record right now is 28-19-1. That gives me a 58.542% accuracy. The coin flip went 8 of 8 last week, 50%. Finally, something that you would expect from a coin flip, but overall they're 22-25-1, which is 46.042%. The power rankings, again, this excludes week 1. They went 10s of 6 last week, making their total 20-12-0, which is 62.5%. So week 1 they went 10-6. Week 2 they went 10-6. Let's see what happens week 3. I have a feeling the power rankings is going to do pretty darn good. Now, Thursday, September 26th at 7:20 p.m. Central Time, you get the Eagles, who are 1-2, versus the Packers at the Packers, which then they're 3-0. Now the Packers are the power ranking favorites in this one, and well, what the power ranking favorite is which teams ranked higher in the power rankings, and that's what the power rankings pick. And right now the power rankings has been doing pretty good. I'm gonna pick the Packers. I think as of right now, I think they are the better team. Not necessarily because of their offense, though their offense can take care of the Eagles' defense, which is pretty bad. But their defense is a top 5 defense as of right now, I think. What was it? The third best, fourth best, whatever, fifth best maybe. I don't know, but I know they're in the top 5, and their defense is really good, and I think it's gonna affect Wentz and the Eagles' offense, and I think their defense is gonna affect them enough to allow the Packers' offense to score more than the Eagles' offense, which is how they win. I just think the Packers' defense is better than the Eagles' offense, and that's why they'll win 21-17. Let's see what the coin has to say. Remember, heads home team, tails away team. Coin picked heads. The home team are the Packers. The coin picked the Packers. So the power rankings picked the Packers. I picked the Packers, and the coin picked the Packers. Eagles, y'all, I don't. Eagles fans, y'all got no break in this week. Okay. Now Sunday, September 29th at 12 p.m. Central Time, you got the Redskins versus the Giants. And in this one, the Giants are benching Eli. The Redskins, again, they're a very disappointing team. They have talent. They're just not rolling with it. And the Giants, they are the power ranking favorites. They rank higher in the power rankings, and it's obvious they have actually won a game. And after they bench Eli, they got a new quarterback who actually looks decent. We will see how they go against the Redskins, which they're not exactly playing very well right now. But yeah, I think the Giants are going to win. I agree with the power rankings on this one. I think they're going to win like 20-13, 22-13. The Giants, I just think they're going to be slightly better here. And the Redskins are going to go down to 0-4. And then we're going to talk about how the Redskins season is 100% over, because how are they going to bounce back from an 0-4? And, well, let's see. Giants home, Redskins away. Let's see what the coin has to say. Ooh, coin is trying to be different here. Coin thinks the Redskins are going to win. Coin's opposite me and the power rankings. Let's see, one of us has to be right. I believe I'm right. I believe the coin got this one wrong. And as you can see with the percentage, typically, yeah, I tend to pick better than the coin, so I would go with me. Sunday, September 29th at 12 p.m. Central Time, you got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Detroit Lions. It's at Detroit Lions. It's in Detroit at Ford, whatever. Chiefs are the power ranking favorites, obviously. Both teams are undefeated. One of them is going to come away with a loss. I do not. There's no way if this becomes a tie. I don't know. Yeah, this can't be a tie. Lions are going to lose this one. Kansas City Chiefs are going to beat the Lions. They're the power ranking favorites, and yeah, I think they're going to beat the Lions. Their offense is just way more powerful than the Lions' offense, and they're way more powerful than the Lions' defense. I think the Chiefs are going to win 33-23, and I just think the Chiefs are just the better team overall. And the Lions, they have done pretty good this year. All right, I'm not sure they're a great team. I'm not sure if they're going to make the playoffs, but honestly, the Lions have been doing good so far. And the coin picks tails, and tails were the Kansas City Chiefs. So me, the coin, and the power rankings agree on this one. This is most likely probably going to be right. Power rankings has good high percent chance. I have a good high percent chance. The coin should be about 50-50, heads, tails, whatever. At this point, yeah, Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sorry, Detroit Lions. Y'all got no break on this one. You're fighting against the Chiefs. Everyone thinks you're going to lose. Yeah, Chiefs are going to win. Sunday, September 29th, and 12 p.m. Central Time. Still, we got the Titans versus the Falcons. Falcons are 1-2. I don't know why they put 2-1. But they're both 1-2. Titans are the power ranking favorites. And honestly, this one really is a toss-up for me. But Titans are the power ranking favorites, but I think the Falcons are going to win this one. It's going to be a close game. Both teams have been pretty bad as of late, but I think the Falcons are going to be able to pull through on this one. It's going to be a terrible game to watch. It's going to be like both teams trying to hand the other the victory, but I think the Falcons are going to come away with the win on this one. They're going to have a 2-2 record towards the end. The Falcons are going to, yeah, I don't know. I do think the Falcons are going to win this one 23-21. But the Titans are the power ranking favorites. They are ranked higher in the power rankings. I think it's both. This is going to be a pretty hard game to watch because it's not going to be a good game. The teams aren't going to be playing very well. And coin picked heads. And what was it? Yeah, Falcons at home. So the coin and me agree, and the power ranking disagrees. We will see which one's right. I believe I am right on this one, but the power rankings do have a higher percentage of being right than I do, but it's not 100%. I can be right, and the power rankings could be wrong. I could have a really good week, and my picks are going to go 15-0 this week. Yes, 15-0, not 16-0, because there's 2 games on bye. Next, Sunday, September 29th, 12 p.m. Central Time. Still, we get the Browns versus the former Browns. The current Browns versus the former Browns, the Baltimore Ravens. Browns are 1-2. The Ravens are 2-1. Ravens are power ranking favorites, clearly. And yeah, so the power rankings have the Ravens because they're the better team. They're ranked higher, and I also have the Ravens. I think they're going to win 37-20. The Browns aren't a horrible team, but I think the Ravens are much, much better in this case. They are a top-tier team. They appear to be playing as a top-tier team. I have a lot of respect for the Ravens as well. Again, their offense has been amazing. I don't think the Browns are going to be able to keep up in this case. And plus, again, it's in Baltimore. But this is going to be I hope this is going to be a close game. I mean, this is a really heated rivalry. I mean, the former Browns versus the current Browns. I'm sure the Browns hate the Ravens as much as we hate the Titans, but the difference is the Ravens are actually a good team. And the coin picked heads, and it's in Baltimore, meaning the home team. So the coin also picked the Ravens. We're all three in agreement. We're all three most likely going to be right. It's going to be the Ravens who win this game. I just have to score 37-20. I have no idea what the score is going to be. I hope it's much closer. But the Ravens have really good offense. But again, this is a division in a good rivalry. This could be a lot closer. Sunday, September 29th at 12 o'clock p.m. Central Time. You have the Raiders versus the Colts. And the Colts, yes, this one is a type, but the Colts actually are 2-1 right now. Believe it or not. Andrew Luckless. And, well, that's because the offense, really. The offense has been doing pretty good without Andrew Luck. That's kind of saying something. The Raiders are 1-2, and the Colts are the power ranking favorites in this case. And yeah, I honestly think the Colts are going to win this one. I think the Colts are going to go 30-24. The Colts are going to be 3-1 as right now, and at the end of this week, and that's going to be bad for the Texans. But that's my pick. I think that's what's going to happen. The Colts just look like the better team right now. I'm not sure if they look like a super powerhouse, but they just look like a competent team compared to the Raiders, who clearly have some holes. They're a bad team. They're not the worst team ever, but I'm not sure if they're on the same level as the Colts. And this is also in Indianapolis, I believe. Yeah, so the Colts have the home field advantage. And the coin disagrees. Coin says the Raiders are going to win. So let's see who's right, the coin or me in the power rankings. I believe Colts win 30-24. Coin disagrees with me. Coin believes it's going to be the Raiders. Sunday, September 29th, 12 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Still, we get two undefeated teams. Not just undefeated as in wins and the tie. No, these two teams, they both are 3-0. And this is a divisional rivalry. And the Patriots are the power ranking favorites. Two undefeated teams, both 3-0, divisional rivalry. Man, this should be a really close and fun game to watch, right? I don't think so. I think the Patriots win 40-20. And that's not really saying a lot. Bills, they have exceeded expectation. I don't think they're really one of the great top tier teams, but they have exceeded expectations. But the Patriots have just been on another level as of late. They've just been dominating everything. Okay? A really good offense, a really good defense, a really good everything. The Patriots are going to go into Buffalo and win this one handily, okay? And yeah, the coin agrees. Patriots, I mean, come on now. You're gonna win everything. We all know that. Sunday, September 29th, 12 o'clock p.m. Central Time, you get the Carolina Panthers versus the Houston Texans. And the Panthers are the power ranking favorites in this one because they did a dominating win last week. But I think the Texans win this one. I think the Texans with Deshaun Watson is much better than the Panthers right now with Cam Newton. And I believe they're benching Cam Newton. I don't know. But just whatever. I just think the Texans are going to win. I think it's going to be another close game. They haven't had a game that's not close. And I don't know if the Texans may do this all year. They may give us heart attacks the entire year. I hope not. But it's going to be another close game. A nail-biter week 1. Oh, no, we lost with the final drive. A nail-biter week 2. Oh, we won by 1 2-point conversion. A nail-biter week 3. Ooh, we won by stopping a final drive. Nail-biter week 4. It's been a nail-biter each and every week. And the Panthers, they just, I don't know, they just don't look, I know they are ranked pretty high in the power rankings because they're dominating win, but I really don't think they're a good team this year. I think Texas win this one. It's Houston. It's Reliance Stadium. Houston will win this one. Come on. And the coin disagrees with me on this one. The coin actually picks against the Texans. The coin goes with the Carolina Panthers. So let's see who's right on this one. Is it the power rankings and the coin, or is it me sending all by my lonesome here? But yeah, I do believe Texans are going to win. I do believe they have a shot here. I think Texans are going to win this one 28-23. Sunday, September 29th, 12 o'clock p.m. Central Time. The Chargers versus the Miami Dolphins at home. Here's the thing. Chargers, they're really good away. You want to know why that is? Because they have no home field. There's 16 games, and they're all away. Okay, they don't have a home field. They don't have an LA home field advantage. Because whenever they play at home, the stadium gets way too many of the opposing team. Now, the Chargers are the power ranking favorites, and I gotta agree with this one because the Dolphins are tanking. I'm not sure if this is going to be like an extreme blowout, but they're probably going to win something like 36. And, you know, Come on, coin. Don't do something crazy. Come on, pigtails. Man. Coin's acting crazy right now. That was the heads. I don't know if I should give the coin another chance. You know what? Should I give the coin another chance? I don't know. Sunday, September 29th, 3:05 p.m. Yes, the time actually changed. We get the Buccaneers versus the Rams. Rams are the power ranking favorites in this one. The Buccaneers are 1-2. The Rams are 3-0. This is going to be in LA. And I think the Rams are going to win this one 28-13. They have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense. The Rams are just an all-around, well-rounded team, and I think they're going to win this one. Yeah, against the Buccaneers. And let's see what the coin thinks. Coin goes with tails. Man, disagreeing with me 3 games in a row. The coin has. Coin picked the Buccaneers over the Rams. Crazy pick. Just not as crazy as the Dolphins, but it is still a crazy pick. Oh, how many upset picks is this coin going to have? I have no idea. But let's, I guess, move on to the next game, which is Sunday, September 29th, 3:05 p.m. Central Time. The Seattle Seahawks versus the Arizona Cardinals. The Seahawks are the power ranking favorite in this one. They're 2-1. The Cardinals are 0-1. They're still winless. And I think the Cardinals are going to stay winless. I think the Seahawks win 21-20. I think they're a much better team, but why 21-20? Well, it's because the Cardinals haven't had a very strong victory yet. They've lost. They've made their wins super close, much closer than they should have, and especially against bad teams like the Bengals. So you know what? Let's just find out. Yeah, I think the Seahawks win this one, but it's going to be much closer than it should be, and let's find out. Home. The Cardinals disagreeing with me 4 games in a row. The coin is not going to have a good week at all. Disagreeing with me on so many picks. Okay, I'm going to have a good week. Power Rings are going to have a good week. Coin is going to have another below 500 week. Okay, the coin is not doing very well at all. Let's just find out. We'll find out Sunday, obviously, mostly Sunday. But I believe I'm going to do much better than the coin again. Now, when it comes to Sunday, September 29th at 3:25 p.m. game, Central Time, you get the Vikings versus the Bears. And the Vikings are the power ranking favorites on this one. They're both 2-1. But I believe the Bears are going to win this one 27-23. They just have an extremely good defense to offset that bad offense. And I think that defense will be able to get to Kirk Cousins and prevent that offense from scoring much more. The Vikings, they also have a pretty darn good defense, but I believe the Bears' defense is enough to overcome the Vikings. And yes, the Bears' offense is pretty okay. They do score pretty well. I believe the Bears. Oh wait, never mind. No, the Bears' scoring is pretty bad. I don't know. But I do believe the Bears will be able to win this one. I could be wrong. This is in Chicago. Yeah, in Chicago. This could go either way, but I just believe the Bears defense will be able to hold out and just limit the Vikings just enough for the Bears to squeak by in a victory. And shocker, another disagreement. The coin believes the Vikings are going to win this one. So the coin and the power rankings side by side against me. I'm all alone. I'm much more scared of picking against the power rankings because they are a higher percentage than I am picking against the coin because I am doing better than the coin right now. But we'll find out. The coin has picked, what is that, 5 in a row? 5 in a row. Not 5 total though, but 5 in a row, except for me. So one of us is going to do good, the other one's going to do bad. Or maybe we both do average. Sunday, September 29th, another 3:25 p.m. Central Time game. You get the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Denver Broncos. Jacksonville is 1-2. Broncos are 0-3. Jaguars are the power ranking favorites, and I am going to agree. The Jaguars defense has been pretty good. Their offense has Minshew has looked pretty good, and he's looked better with each game that he's been in. So I think the Broncos, they just haven't really looked like a really good team. So I think the Jaguars are able to win this one. I know I picked another one of the division opponents as a victor. I'm trying to be as biased as possible. I'm trying to see which team I think is honestly going to win. And I honestly think Jaguars can win this one, 24-21. Let's just find out just how good the Jaguars are. This isn't exactly the test. We will get a test once they face a really, really good team. But eventually we will see how good the Jacksonville Jaguars really are. But they look like they could be a good team. And they have a really, really good defense right now. And tails, holy cow. We agree. It's a three-way agreement. We are obviously going to be right because if nothing does occur right here, there's no way the Denver Broncos win. I'm sorry, Broncos, y'all lost. Let's go. Come on, let's move on now. Sunday, September 29th, 7:20 p.m. Central Time. I gotta say, this one was a hard pick. The Cowboys, they are 3-0. Yes, Saints, they're 2-1. Cowboys are the power ranking favorites here. This should be easy. The Saints don't have Drew Brees. But the backup doesn't look that bad. He looks like a good team. I do pick the Cowboys 24-21. I think the Cowboys defense is able to win out. I think that Prescott's going to be able to. He's been doing really good with Cooper. I think Cooper, Elliott, and Dak, that trio is going to do really, really good against this team. I think they're going to be able to overpower the Saints. The defense is going to be able to overpower the Saints because the new quarterback, yes, he's good. He doesn't look bad, but he doesn't have as much experience as Drew Brees. So I do think the Cowboys are going to be able to win this one, but I can see the Saints winning this one. I really do. The Saints really don't look half bad. And let's just see what the coin. And there's the other thing. This is also away from home. The Cowboys are not as good at away from home than they are at home. And tails, the coin agrees. Wow. Okay, Saints, y'all lost. There's no way you win now. We're all in agreement. Monday, September 30th, 7:15 p.m. Central Time. You get the Bengals versus the Steelers. Ooh, this is going to be really bad. Yes, they're divisional rivals, but they're both 0-3. This is the opposite of what you would expect from, let's say, the Bills and Patriots, except the Patriots are obviously going to win in a huge blowout. These are two teams 0-3. Bengals are the power ranking favorites, but I got to pick the Steelers in this one. I'm sorry. The Steelers, yes, they look pretty bad without Ben Roethlisberger. And they lost Ben Roethlisberger. And they lost Le'Veon Bell. They lost Antonio Brown. But Ben Roethlisberger is gone. I know he was a talent, but Ben Roethlisberger is gone. There goes the cancer. There goes the internal drama. There goes the whole problem with the team. You got a new quarterback now. He doesn't have the problems that Ben have yet. For the Steelers, I think they're going to be able to do a pretty good win against the Bengals. They're not going to blow them out like they probably should, but I think they're going to be able to win against the Bengals. I think they're actually going to be able to do good. They're going to be 27-20. I'm picking the Steelers. I don't know. I could be wrong in this one. But I do. This could be. I don't know. I believe the Steelers could actually pull this one through. And tails, the coin is disagreeing with me. And let's move on. I picked Steelers. The coin picked the Bengals. And the coin and the power rankings picked the Bengals. Let's move on. These two teams are not playing this week. So the San Francisco 49ers are going to stay undefeated, and the New York Jets are going to stay winless. No matter what happens this week, they have no chance of changing their record this week. I don't know what to talk about here. I guess these are just the teams that aren't playing this week. Whatever. This is the end of my Week 4 NFL picks. Like I said, let's move back up to the beginning. My accuracy as of right now is 58.542. I went 10-6 last week, 28-19-1 overall. I've been doing pretty good, but if you want really, really accurate so far, Power Rankings 10 of 6 last week, 20-12 overall, 62.5 overall. The Power Rankings is above 60%, so you can look at that. Look at my Power Ranking favorites. And then if you really, really want to try to do a bet, please don't just look at mine. Look at everyone's. Get a wide range. These are my picks. It's coin flip picks, power rank picks, my opinions. That's all, folks.